Sometimes I think about communicating to my father, then it makes me cringe. I love him, but it never was a good experience talking to him at all. I can't share him my wins. I can't share him my losses. I can't share anything with him. And that ties into me believing that as men, that we can't, even though we have a lot of responsibilities, we can't share our burdens with those we're in charge over. And if you feel like you're being used, that means you're not doing enough for yourself. I feel like every man needs a friend who can help him express himself, help him be more than what he currently is, or help him see that he's more than what he currently is. Would it be fair for women to know men? Because sometimes when women want to know men, men don't want to be known, seen. Men, we have a heavier responsibility to do what helps us. And we also have a heavy responsibility not to abandon those under our leadership and those who agreed to be under our leadership. Men, we got to be even stronger. And that doesn't mean being used. That just means not sharing our burden with anyone. Because there's a lot of things I want to tell my dad. I'm proud that I'm seeing school as the way. I'm seeing a lot of things, but he'll say, I told you that. I already told you that. But, you know, as a young man who didn't have the most access to my father because he didn't make himself accessible to me, I had to learn a lot about myself. So all my experiences helped me be who I am. But he don't see that. You know, I can say the most profound things and my father will still keep it on a negative tone because his life has been tough on his mind and his heart and his soul, and he doesn't know how to get it out. But it's just, I know I can learn a lot from my father, but there's no teaching. When I speak to him, it's always, I told you so. And it's, you know, it's always a lot. And the thing about it, I've been trying to really socialize myself to be a man. And I just don't believe he was instrumental with my development as a man. He was there physically to help me with food. I'm clothed, I got a roof. But he wasn't as instrumental with my development into manhood. And I'm not putting him down, but a lot of kids rather go to their mama than their daddy. And kids know that their mama is far from perfect. Fathers got to be a little bit more instrumental, a little bit more headstrong in influencing their children, because fathers have a lot that kids could benefit from. But if you're grumpy, you're moody, you're not teaching them, you're not leading them, you're not actually bringing them with you places, how can you expect a child to come to you and confide in you? A lot of men don't understand the order of relationships. If you're giving negativity, the kid's gonna run away from you. You giving negativity, your wife's gonna step back from you. And you can't blame those who are under your leadership. You have to blame yourself for not knowing what you're doing and find answers on how to do it. But I love my father, bro, but it just pains me that I don't have no one to talk to when I got an issue. There's a lot of little things I be wanting to know and I ain't got nobody to run to. I got the Lord and that's good. That's great. God is number one because God been helping me a lot. But God made parents and fathers and mothers for a reason. And uncles and extended family. God made people for each other. It's time we benefit from each other. And if you can't, not benefit, it's time we learn from each other. If you can't learn from somebody, you got to go somewhere you can learn. My dad, he was born in curse. He